So this week we're making gnocchi. You need to peel 2 pounds of potatoes and boil them until fork tender. Now that our potatoes are boiled until fork tender, you put them in a ricer and then you squeeze them, all of your potatoes. So now that our potatoes are mashed up, now we grab 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Half, 1, 1.5, 2. And now we mix it with the potatoes. We mix the flour with the potatoes, so it gets a nice even combined. Just a rough mix. Now we put in 1 egg, large egg, some pepper, and salt. A good amount of both. And now we mix with a fork. While we're mixing, you don't want the egg to spill. That will ruin the recipe. So now that the egg is no longer running and kind of fused, we go in with our hands. We're going until we get a dough texture and form. You don't want the potatoes to be hot so you don't burn your hands. We're still mixing. Even though this looks like a dough, it's still not done. We have to get it all well and doughy. If it's easier, it's better to just do a small amount at a time. So it might go a little bit slower, but it might be easier. So if the dough is a little bit sticky, we add a little bit more flour to the mixture, and we see if it needs more flour. We mix more flour until it's no longer sticky. You can see it's still a little bit sticky, so we add more flour. And repeat the process until it's no longer sticky. So now that our dough is not too sticky, we cut it into 8 pieces. And we put 7 of those 7 pieces in underneath a clean kitchen towel so they don't dry out. So now we have one of the 8 pieces in here. We roll it out. Evenly, we roll it out evenly. So a nice length. So we cut in 1/2-inch segments. You can just cut one and use that one as a guide for the other ones. So now all our pieces are cut and we roll them into a size. This is a gnocchi roller. I don't know the real name. You can also use a fork if you want, but I prefer using this. So now all the gnocchis are ready, and you can either freeze them or boil them. If you're gonna boil them, you put them in boiling water and wait until they're floating.